So guys, I'm thinking with this team that you can see in the background, it's a phenomenal team for draft. Look at that defence. Look at just look at the linebackers. Anywhere in the defence actually. I don't think we have one weak point. I mean, we have great corners, great D-line, great linebackers, great safeties. But I'm thinking with this team, with that overall 87 defence, we should be able to at least get through the first few rounds of the draft. So getting into the first game here, got Ted Ginn on the return. It's always nice when you have Ted Ginn, and we see. I paused it just for a little second there so you can see the gap. And went to the left, there was the gap. And you're not catching Ted Ginn once he's away. And that is perfect for me because I don't know what you guys think. Comment down below on this actually. Do you prefer starting on offense or starting on defense in the game? Personally, I prefer starting on defense because I think if you manage to get a stop, it really sort of unsettles the other person. But if you manage to score on offense, I don't think it unsettles the other person as much because they think, if I score, it's still an even game. But if you manage to stop them and then maybe score yourself, it definitely puts them on edge because they know they need to score because you get bought half. But continuing into the game here, his first drive, 7-0 down within 15 seconds. He's probably not feeling good at this point. He's probably, to be honest, I'd probably feel a bit robbed at that point. And we nearly got a pick there. I think if we got a pick, he would have been gone and this game wouldn't have even gone on. So I'm pretty glad we didn't in a way because I wanted to show that Ted Ginn play. Because I don't ever score from kickoffs, especially the first kick of the game. But we managed to get a stop there. He got a stop on us. So, he's not a bad player. So 10-0. I think we just got pretty lucky at the start of the game, to be perfectly honest. So we're coming in here. It's only been 3 minutes into the first quarter. We're already 10-0 up. I'm feeling confident. And I think that's definitely a big, big thing in Madden. I think you need to feel confident when you're playing the games because I think once you lose your head and lose confidence a bit, you just try and force plays too much. And it's all about getting the smooth plays in. But I trusted this defence after only a few minutes into the game. I mean, I knew they were going to be good. Like you can see here, I went on a blitz there and we managed to actually get a pick. But I was playing cover a lot and they were block shitting so easily. Like Reggie White, incredible player. Like I've never used him. Same with Isaac Bruce. Like Isaac Bruce was just making plays continuously. Like you just lob the ball up to him and he shouldn't be catching it. And he was. You can see here, he shouldn't be catching that. It's 2-on-1 and he's got a guy coming in at him. But he just manages to bring it down. So I'm definitely thinking about picking up signature Isaac Bruce for my actual team just because of this one game. He was absolutely phenomenal. But I don't know what playbook I'm using. I think I'm actually going to look after this game and I'll let you guys know in the next episode if you're interested. But the playbook was incredible. Like it just seemed to have everything you needed. It was so varied. The fullback dive I liked. One thing I liked about it was it wasn't up the middle. So say you come out in the formation fullback dive, people think, it's going to be a fullback dive because it's seen a lot. That or a toss. They'll pinch, but as they pinched, one of their linemen actually got out of the way of the fullback dive. So I don't know what playbook it is. I'll definitely look and put it down below, but it worked. And I think this is only the second pass this guy actually managed to complete in the game in the second quarter when he's been on offense 4 times now. So he must be pretty annoyed at this point, especially because he drafted Michael Vick. And Vick, personally, I like him. But I think he's one of those quarterbacks that for some reason, some games will be absolutely phenomenal. He'll just dominate the game. And then some other games, he'll just be dreadful. Like he just won't make a single good throw where he should. But you see, he's going deep again. We managed to break that up. Drafting corners, definitely the main thing, I think, in draft, because people tend to forverts a lot in draft. But coming out here, we see wide open, and I think he actually went for a strip tackle there, and it worked. So fair play to him. We get a fumble on the 1-yard line. And what I did here, I just sent pressure every play, and he didn't have time to get out. I mean, if he'd have run, he would have potentially got a safety, so he just wasn't thinking about that. Tried to get a pass every time, and he just didn't have any options. So we got possession again. 17-0. Still a fair amount of time in the second quarter, so we can definitely get a score here, get a turnover, maybe get a score again. And I was thinking, I want to drag it out a bit because I want to make the game a bit longer for the video. So I didn't want to score too early on or he would quit. To be honest, I was quite surprised he was still in the game at this point. But my guy there decides he doesn't want to actually even attempt the catch. He'll just make sure the ball doesn't get intercepted. So better safe than sorry, I suppose. But as you can see, everyone on offense is just making plays. Like the quarterback we had, I'm not exactly sure who he is off the top of my head because I played this game a little bit earlier today, but he was great. I mean, I don't particularly use play action plays too much, and that's what he wasn't good at. But his accuracy was pretty good. He could roll out of the pocket pretty well, but I don't know if I've showed too many of those plays in this. But so as you can see there, the run was never directly up the centre, and I think that's sort of a... I never noticed it before, but particularly in this game, and I've started using it in other games I've played since, is if you don't go straight up the centre, you just go to the left or right a little bit, it benefits you so much. Like, I'd never really thought about why or realised why, but it does. And this guy here, he comes out, I'm on the 1 yard line, and he comes out with only 3 D linemen. So I don't know what the hell he was doing. I think he probably had given up at this point. But it's always nice to rack up the score on someone, and we just QB sneak it in for the easy points. So this guy, at this point, he must be thinking, right, I'm just going to quit if I don't get this in. And we nearly get another pick there. Like, drafting the linebackers just benefited beyond belief. Like, getting 3 high-rated linebackers in draft champions is... I've never done it before. And this game, it made it so easy, this game, because he couldn't throw anything over the middle. Like, everything over the middle was locked up by one of them, because they all had great play rec and they were quick. So they knew what was going on and they could get there. And the only chance he did have was lobbing it deep, and we had 2 quick, good cornerbacks. So he didn't really have many options, and he never chose to run it. So I think if he ran it, it might have been a bit of a different game. But we get a sack there. I was thinking I could call a timeout, but I didn't really want to risk it since I know he's going to go for it on 4th. And he did. I mean, if I called a timeout there, he would have had 30-odd seconds to actually get that in, but he didn't. So the second catch of the game he actually made ended up being pointless. 1st and 10 here, coming out in the second half. Makes a pretty good screenplay. And I'm thinking, I don't want him to score now. Because if he scores now, you know, gets a 2-point conversion, gets a stop, and then makes another good drive start happening, I'll start getting nervous because he could pull it back and he'll start thinking, right, you know, I'm in with a chance here. Let's go. So I'm thinking this is the key defensive stand of the game, to be honest. If I get this, he's going to be done because there's no point in staying. I'm guessing he's in the first round as well. There's no point staying. And we managed to get a pick. So thank you guys for watching. If you've watched up to this point, drop a like on the video if you have. Comment down below whether you prefer to start offense or defense, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next video.